Coming up on a snowy ATV News. Want to make some extra cash without donating blood? We'll show you a new website that makes it easy.
Did you know you can get money for research? Find out how your work could get you a trip to the big leagues.
There have been some curious critters roaming around Cache Valley. We'll let you know where and what to do if you see them.
When you show up for a football game next season, Romney Stadium will have a new name. And there's more good news, especially for the ladies.
Yesterday, April showers covered these April flowers. We'll let you know when you can smell them again coming up on weather.
All that and more, this is ATV News.
So for the very first time, Aggie fans, welcome to Maverick Stadium.
Aggie fans cheer for the announcement of the new name of the football stadium after it was made official during halftime of the final spring football scrimmage. An exciting moment for all Aggie fans as Maverick and Utah State announce their partnership. I will have more details when you join me in ATV Sports.
Thanks, Caroline. Welcome to our final ATV News of the semester. I'm Christopher Campbell.
And I'm Connor Camo. The next time you go out camping or hiking, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for some unwanted visitors. The Utah Department of Wildlife Resources reports there have been sightings of cougars and mountain lions in Cache Valley, especially in Smithfield and Logan Canyons. Wildlife officials say it is fairly uncommon for either animal to attack humans, but if they wander into a residential neighborhood, they can attack anything, including pets. If you are spotted by a mountain lion, the best advice is to turn around and make yourself as big as possible.
Act big. Hopefully I have a firearm or something on me that I can protect myself if I need to, but just let it be and really just get out of its way.
For more information on how to be safe around cougars, visit www.wildlife.utah.gov.
It was Research Week at USU, and there were plenty of events for more than just students. Our Tori Green is live in the newsroom to tell us more. Tori?
One of the events was Ignite, and that event was a way to, show students' passions to a larger audience. I went there to research what the event was all about.
Is it gonna run away? All right, 1.
Besides bridge building and root beer floats, Ignite is a national lighting speaking series program for students to show their research.
We wanted to kind of get an opportunity for students to tell their stories behind the scenes. So not just the outcomes of research, but the behind the scenes stuff. What was great about it, what really motivated them over time.
The series itself is 5-minute talks where students prepared slides.
These are auto-advancing. So every 15 seconds, the slides go forward and go forward and go forward, and students have to practice and make sure that they can keep up with their talks.
Actually, I had the forethought to read the program.
But it wasn't easy for them to pick the right students.
We auditioned about 50 or 60 students this year in order to figure out which 8 we should take, and we really were looking for students who were bringing the passion to their research backgrounds, and so that's how we chose them.
The best presenters at the Ignite event will be selected and spotlighted at USU's TEDx next fall.
For others, this event was a way to build friendships.
I think it's awesome. I like the way they're building a bridge in the beginning. It's kind of building bridges of friendships too, so that was a nice way to start this off.
Amanda Perkins says she encourages students to research.
I hope that events like this will let students know, and even undergraduate students, that there's funding available and there's support available to do research.
For Scott Bates, he wants people to be shocked when it's over.
I want people to walk away after hearing these going, wow, that person is so enthusiastic about this work, and I'm glad somebody's working on these kinds of topics.
Tori Green, ATV News. The event was successful for the Research and Studies Department. People came from all over. As a matter of fact, Claire German, who you saw in the story, came all the way from Alaska just to see the event.
It's interesting how some people are able to excel at research. Way to show how passionate they are about it. Thanks, Tori.
You might have heard of the Magna Carta, but do you know what it is? The 800-year-old history lesson stopped in Logan last week. It's a quiet day at Utah State's Merrill Kazir Library. The last weekend special visitor encouraged people to spend an extra minute looking into the past. The visitor was one of the only 4 original copy manuscript of the Magna Carta surviving from 1215. It is considered one of the founding historical documents that influenced the Constitution to guarantee our rights as citizens. It also helped to establish the rule of law. Hosted by the Law Library of Congress, the exhibition is traveling around the United States in celebration of the Magna Carta's 800th birthday, and people from all over the valley showed up to reflect on what it meant to them.
It's just the hallmark of our freedom. I mean, it's everything to who we are as a people.
To support the traveling exhibition of Magna Carta's manuscript across the country, you can make donations at donate.americanbar.org/mcexhibit.
When we come back, some guys traded their sneakers for heels. We'll show you why. And how one family is letting the sun go on
a special ride by flying.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back. Men at USU now know what it's like to walk a mile in high heels after spending Wednesday morning marching around the TSC.
Men unite, stand up for right.
Some men could be nursing blisters on their feet tonight after wearing women's footwear for the first time. The Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event is hosted by the Sexual Assault and Anti-Violence Information Office and is meant to raise awareness for gender violence. Men wear the heels to publicly show solidarity with women and take a stand against sexual violence. The event also raises awareness and serves as a fundraiser for Savvy.
We'll take anything, like even if people just want to give the change that they have for their donation, that's totally fine. As long as we can make enough to pay for the event and keep it going, then that's totally good with me.
A Logan family is sending their child, who has Down syndrome, on a journey in a unique way by letting them fly. When Nikki and Alan Lawrence found out about their son Will's condition, they wanted to do something special. The family started the Will Can Fly campaign. The idea behind it is to show other parents they can live happy lives even with a child having Down syndrome. A Kickstarter campaign is currently active for Will Can Fly. The goal is to create a yearly calendar with pictures of Will and to help send him and his family on a tour of sites throughout the West.
Even though Will's still young, we know that he can do anything he puts his mind to. And even though he has Down syndrome, he's going to be able to do anything he puts his mind to. And so Will Can Fly. And it took on this whole new meaning for us that he's not limited by Down syndrome.
If you want to find out more about Will Can Fly, you can visit www.thatdadblog.com.
If you have textbooks gathering dust on a shelf, you may want to check out rentalonme.com. It lets you list anything you want for someone to rent. We spoke with the website's creator to bring you the story.
That's awesome.
Jake Craig would not have captured the moment he met a monkey had he not taken a GoPro on vacation to the Caribbean.
We snorkeled over a shipwreck in Barbados. We went swimming with stingrays in Antigua, St. John's. We did a hike up in a rainforest up in St. Lucia.
The price he paid for the GoPro was only about
30 or 40 bucks.
Craig rented it from an online service called rentalonme.com.
Here you can kind of see,
which is run by USU student Spencer Finch out of his Logan home.
If you have any item that you don't use all the time, you can list it on our website, and then people can send you rental requests, and once you rent it out to them, they'll pay you through the site.
It allowed me to use the GoPro at a cheaper cost than having to buy a brand new GoPro.
The second way would be...
Nathan Hankins made money through the site by renting his Frisbee golf set to people who may not want to buy one themselves.
They could use it, rent them out, and try it out, see if they like it for themselves, and at the same time I could make a little money.
Let's say I rent my 2 terabyte hard drive out to someone, and he smashes it on the ground and breaks it. Don't worry guys, it's just a box. But for scenarios where this could happen, rentalonme.com provides protection.
Whenever you list an item, it automatically builds a contract that's set between you and the user. So that way you're protected against damage, theft, and loss.
Most of the customers are from Logan, but Finch said he hopes to expand his business to Salt Lake City and Ogden through trade shows.
When we come back, Tori Green will have the details of this crazy weather we've been having on your ATV weather report.
Logan is a snowy 34 degrees.
Need an adventure? The Outdoor Recreation Program at USU offers a wide variety of rental equipment, from winter gear like skis, snowshoes, and snowboards, to summer must-haves like kayaks, rafts, and camping gear. From sleeping bags to Dutch oven necessities, we have it all. So stop in and see us. Located at 950 East, 1000 North, in the basement of the distribution building behind Romney Stadium. We're open Mondays through Fridays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So stop in or call to get your gear today.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back. Man, that weather has been crazy.
No, tell me about it. I mean, you guys are from Utah. What do you think about this weather?
It's still weird.
I've been living out here 11 years. I still don't understand it.
I don't either. I mean, I'm from California, and once again, it's always sunny and it's blue skies, and so, you know, I like it, but I don't. You know,
yeah.
It's cuddle weather though, so I mean, yeah.
It's good for skiing fans.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. So yeah, let's just take a look at these live shots that we have. It's really, I mean, snowy. I mean, I don't understand. Yesterday flowers are up, now they're gone. I just don't understand it. And you know, we need it. Utah needs it. You know, the East Coast had it, so I think it's our time in April. I don't know why, but let's just take a look at the 7-day forecast. Yeah, as you see, there's a lot of, you know, participation over here on the East Coast, you know, and if we take a look at the West Coast, we have just a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain, and we'll see how that continues on the 7-day forecast. Sorry, excuse me, the state radar. Yeah, as you can see that participation is moving alongside us, and it's not going where I want it to go. I mean, people from Utah, I mean, they probably think that it's fine, but anyways, yeah, it's good for Utah, you know. And so let's just take a look at the 7-day forecast. As you can see, we have some rain here Wednesday. And as we go on to later on in the week, Friday, it's going to be sunny. And go on to next week, it'll be sunny, sun and shine, blue skies. Don't go. But anyways, yeah, guys, what do you think, and what are you gonna do with this great weather of ours? Coming up in the weekend, not right now.
I'm gonna go out and take advantage of it.
What you gonna do?
Probably go do some outdoor stuff, maybe hiking or something like that.
What about you, Chris?
Probably a snowball fight.
Snowball fight.
Yeah.
Hopefully the snow will stick. I mean, it's been.
I'm going to find out where you live, and I'm going to knock on the door, and I'm going to throw it.
Yeah, you see about that. Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, there's a lot going on in sports this week. Let's toss it over to Carol and find out more.
Thanks, guys. When we come back, Noelle Johnson was named Student Athlete of the Week. We'll show you how she earned that recognition.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
Welcome back. This is ATV Sports, and this weekend was a busy one for the Aggies. And first things first, the announcement of the new Maverick Stadium. Before the game, a small press conference was held to reveal the partnership with Maverick and Utah State University. A small group of private donors and media were in attendance for this historic occasion. Here's the look of the current stadium, and this is an artist rendering showing the future plans. The changes will include a new 4-story building on the west side, complete with a press box, club seating, and luxury suites. 3 times the amount of restrooms, more concessions, larger walking areas to help with traffic flow, new video boards, and an updated sound system. More changes will be announced in the future. It's expected to be finished before the 2016 season. Romney may not have his name on the stadium, but he will still be remembered.
Dick Romney's legacy will continue, and it will continue in a big way inside Maverick Stadium, and we can't wait to continue and further plans for that.
The Maverick reveal wasn't the only thing that took place last Saturday. USU football had their final scrimmage until the fall. Players went head-to-head with the defense dominating for most of the game until quarterback DJ Nelson tossed this touchdown to give the offense the win in the last seconds.
It's a good day. Obviously no big injuries, so that's always a head coach's concern. Great day by the defense, and I thought Aaron Dalton had a really, really good day punting the ball.
An exciting day for players and fans, especially with the new announcement. For the next 30 days, Utah State will be revealing new features included in the renovations of the stadium. The top team in the conference, Fresno State, no prompter. Bulldogs visited Utah State in an important series matchup that could have postseason implications. Jumping right into the 7th inning, with the game tied, Bulldogs' Brennan Moss got this single, and even though Utah State got this out right here, Kiana Willis got a hold of this ball, and she sailed it over the center field fence, giving Fresno State the lead. She rounds the bases, high-fiving her coach, and her team shows excitement as she runs into home, and they should be, as Utah State just couldn't manage to get any runs as the Bulldogs went on to win 5-2.
I think coming into it tomorrow, they should be scared because I have 110% faith in all of us girls that we are going to put it together and we're going to put not only 2 runs but 10. I mean, we average quite a bit of runs every game.
In the second game of the series, jumping into the 4th inning, Bulldogs' Chase Lee Hong hits this ball, and Bria Kennedy takes this opportunity to run home, sliding safely for the first run of the game. Utah State's Noelle Johnson steps up to the plate and absolutely cranks this ball over the center field fence, running the bases for the 2-run home run. You can see the big smile on her face as she turns this corner, basking in the moment, and the teammates waiting to greet her with a nice slap on the head. But Fresno State wasn't about to give up without a fight after this bunt brought in the tying run, but Paxton Provost stepped up to the plate, blasting this home run, giving Utah State the lead. And finally, this is where Noelle Johnson stepped onto the mound, throwing 3 straight strikes. And as you can see, she was pretty excited. This game was a big reason she got Student Athlete of the Week. USU got the 4-3 victory, tying the series 1-1.
Our pitching coach came out and said, okay, she's gotten hit off of a curve, backdoor, and a rise. So I was like, okay, let's throw a changeup. So we did the first pitch, and she looked at me, do you want to do it again? And I said yes. So we did it again, and then the 3rd time. So it was a big thing, big deal.
In the final game of the series, we go straight to the 4th inning where Fresno State put on an offensive show for everyone to see. Bulldogs go up to bat, and they just get hit after hit after hit, making it onto first by beating the throws, getting players to the bases and past the home plate. They were just on fire, and a lot of it probably had to do with the fact that they had seen Noelle Johnson for 3 games. And let's be honest, she had to have been exhausted. She's not able to strike anyone out. Even Alicia Armendariz, who came in for relief pitching, couldn't stop the bloodletting. The Bulldogs went on to score 6 runs in the inning, winning the game 8-0 and clinching the series victory.
You could see it in them. They came out a lot more fired up than we did, and that's what Championship Sunday is all about. They go out and see the pitcher for the 3rd straight day. They made better adjustments.
Utah State moves to an 8-7 Mountain West record with their next conference series against San Jose State this weekend. But before that series, Utah State had a quick break from conference competition as they hosted the Utah Valley Wolverines Tuesday afternoon in a double header. Jumping to the 7th inning where Utah State held a 6-4 lead, pinch hitter Dynasty LeVay stepped up to the plate for UVU and crushed this pitch over center field fence for the 3-run home run. And the lead, UVU went on to win Game 1, 8-6. Moving to Game 2, the weather got nasty. As you can see on this play, there is a lot of snow right there. It got so bad that the umpires decided to cancel the game due to the heavy snowfall, leaving the game unfinished. The softball team is on the road until the first weekend in May when they will host their final home games of the season against San Diego State. That's it for sports this week. Back to you, Chris and Connor.
Thanks, Caroline. Coming up, USU's beauty pageant isn't just about the looks. We'll show you what it takes to become Miss US.
And we'll show you how one group is saying aloha to the cold weather.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic. That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone. And every day, more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. Learn more at hsf.net.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back. You may be dreaming of warmer weather, but one program is taking you to a Hawaiian vacation. These dancers are performing a Hawaiian dance as part of a luau thrown by the Polynesian Student Union. It also featured a live band, which helped set the mood for this event, as well as all this week's A Week that Student Services is putting on. We now have a new representative
at Utah State, 2015's Miss USU.
Your 2015 Miss USU is Miss Education, Rachel Hilton.
Miss Education, one of the 12 competitors, won the crown and now will be representing Utah State as 2015's Miss USU. Judges were busy giving scores, but Lady Aggies just enjoyed being themselves because the theme this year was This Is Me. From Miss Diversity to Miss Art, they represented who they truly are. They showed off their talents with stepping, dancing, singing, and even rapping.
This pageant experience has just been wonderful, and I wouldn't have cared either way if I had won or whatever. In the end, every single one of these girls is here to represent Utah State.
Miss USU will be representing Utah State University for this academic year and will receive partial scholarships to help her achieve her goals.
Remember jumping on trampolines as a kid? Imagine doing it with skis or a snowboard strapped to your feet. These guys do just that, and more.
I love that you get to use your whole body and you get to fly up in the air doing tricks.
I think that jumping on trampolines is something that everyone should experience. When I started working here, it was kind of a new thing because I'd never done trampoline or I'd never done power tumbling. So it's been a big learning curve for me to kind of transition from being a martial artist to jumping on trampolines.
Well, there is definitely a story and a message that goes along with the show. The concept is that we are going to start with my little daughter. She's going to get up and do her front flip and show the fun and the excitement of a child getting on a trampoline and flipping over, and then the evolution and the cross training that comes into play. So we're going to do it with skis and with snowboards, just like the U.S. ski team does. It's fun to tell the crowd, you've seen one flip, you've seen two, what about three? Very few people have seen a triple flip in real life without any maps. So that's a pretty exciting one. At the end, we have costumes with the skeleton suits representing that even after death, we love flipping around so much that we're going to keep doing it.
When we're jumping, you can get upwards of 30 and maybe 30 plus feet. It's scary and it's exhilarating, but it also it's like a feeling that you can't get on your backyard trampoline. So you keep on going back and you keep on pushing yourself to reach higher heights.
Do behind the deck. Woo! I would like it to be more of a fun journey than a destination. I really just want to travel around with my friends jumping on trampolines and making a living. I would hope that it would go big enough that it could be a financial success, but the fun's really what I'm after.
Yeah!
We'd like to thank Caleb Morrison for doing that documentary. He's in Brian Champagne Stocks class, and that's why I made that video. That concludes this edition of ATV News. Thank you for joining us this week, and this is the last one for the semester.
Join us next Wednesday for our final show of this semester, Cash Rendezvous. Have a great week.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look! Your crush is looking at you. Or you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach
likes
your
you.
kids how to be